Is it just me or does this sound a little quiet? Yeah. No way of knowing how it sounds on the stream. Actually, there is a way of knowing how it sounds on the stream. Give me a second. Maybe a little quiet. Sounds good. Should be good. Yeah, I haven't even been paying attention to this opening scroll, which I should be because this is new to me. So yeah, as I said in my note, I did have a Genesis when I was young. Not really during the actual 4th generation era. I mean, I've mentioned before that the system I grew up with was the N64, but yeah, when my parents finally decided I was old enough for video games, okay, it got a little louder now that we're actually here. Maybe I'll turn it back down a little bit. Okay, but yeah, my parents thought with the ADHD and everything that video games would be too much of a distraction, and I guess that kind of worked with the fact that the video games would, actually, video games would still be in a family-based room because it's not like they let me have a TV in my room. But, sorry, ADHD acting up here. But yeah, so it wasn't until, like, I guess it wasn't that long into, yeah, I think I got that for my 8th birthday, so that would be 1997. But, yeah, I got an N64, and then, like, a few months later, my town has this, like, town-wide flea market or yard sale, if that term is more familiar to you. Basically, everybody sets up their own things. And I found, now, granted, this was in, like, 1997, so adjusted for inflation, it's fair bit more, but I found someone selling their used Sega Genesis for $25. Which is even in 1997 dollars, $25 is a hell of a deal. And then pretty much my whole library that I have for it was through that year and subsequent years at the townwide flea market for like $5, $10. I do not have a single Genesis game that was bought new. It was all secondhand and not even bought used at GameStop or, I guess back then, Babbage's. Yeah, the few real games I shouldn't say that. I mean, Tetris is a real game, but I found out at around the same time that they got me the N64 that my parents actually had an NES that they put into storage when I was born. I am the oldest child. When I was born, didn't take out of it, but the only games they had for it were Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, and Tetris. And I mean, Tetris is a fine game. I was a nerd, so Wheel of Fortune was a fine game. Jeopardy on is a fun game show, but it's never been that great for as a video game. Yeah, so I supplemented that with used games for only a few dollars at Babbage's, but I don't think any of the games I even got at Babbage's. I think my Sega Genesis library was all townwide flea market. But yeah, so I've got all of the Sonic games, except CD, obviously, because I need an extra attachment. But yeah, I've got Sonic, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast, also both Vector Man games, and I believe, yeah, Mortal Kombat 2, and that turns out everyone agrees that horribly, overly hard Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade's Revenge. Yeah, never got very far in that. That might be a fun thing to take on. I did already download ROMs for the 2 Vector Man games, because, I mean, I've played the Sonic games more recently because I have Sonic Mega Collection for the GameCube. So even though the Genesis did eventually break down, but like that was when I took it out of, it had been in storage for a while, so I could actually, even that was probably like 10 to 15 years ago, but I got plenty of usage out of the pre-owned Genesis. Oh, right. Took me a moment to remember what my keys are. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Okay, this... Can we not? Okay. Like, it's funny, this... Okay, thank you. So yeah, I wasn't expecting... Okay, so it is a little different. No, this isn't a wall. Manarina. Marinara. Yep. Okay, that looks like progression. I don't think I necessarily want progression just yet. Oh, I was off. Okay. Okay, no gold. Okay, and an inn too. This feels more like a traditional RPG. I was told that this was more like Fire Emblem. Okay, he seems like he'll be... Okay. So A and C buttons do the same thing. Yeah, that's pretty usual. Oh, okay, they're mounted on... I think they're mounted on horses, but the sprites make them look like they're just centaurs. Okay. Okay, we got a warrior, a knight, an archer, a mage. And low, who... I was kind of wondering if we could give him a good offer. $100 coins. Okay, so we are swordsmen. Okay, so Lo is a healer. Okay, healing seed is literally more than we can. Okay. And we should be getting to our first real battle, probably, right?